Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today on J Bob & Sons, I have something exciting. It's my first submission to PSA for grading packs. Yeah, that's right, whole wax packs you can send to PSA, and that's what I have in here to show you. Now, I recorded this video several weeks ago because some stuff happened with this order that I want to show you. But let's get into the goods. So as you may know, I'm a kind of a big fan of PSA. I send a lot of cards there. This was the first time I sent wax packs there. So whole wax packs, they will encapsulate them, and this is what you can expect to see when you get them returned. So this is my shipment, just got shipped back to me, and here are some of my packs. I got 2 boxes worth. So as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Garbage Pail Kids. So these are actually Original Series 3 Garbage Pail Kid packs. Now, don't ask me why I decided to do this. I just thought it would be fun. and I really like Garbage Pail Kids. And so here you go. Kaboom! It's the 1986 Garbage Pail Kids 3rd series. And this is a PSA 8. So I've never actually seen a PSA 10 wax pack, but to be honest, I feel like the best you can ever get is a 9, but I could be mistaken. Now, this one for sure has some schmutz back here. I'm pretty good at removing wax now, so I'll show some video here later of my most recent submission. I actually sent in some Original Series 2 Garbage Pail Kids wax packs, and I'll show you how to package them up. So this video is sort of a FYI, also because something happened here to one of my packs. Also, it's just sort of sending packs to PSA 101. So I'll show you how I've done it, and maybe this will assist you if you're interested in sending wax packs into PSA. Although currently it's almost not a great idea because they have dramatically increased the prices on wax packs grading. And I got my Original Series 2 packs that I'll show you in a minute. I got them in before the major price hike. So I got several PSA 8s out of this submission, and I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, these were the best of the best that I had. I still have another wax box that I haven't really cracked open. I'm gonna try to keep that one intact, but you can see the backs of these are really clean. There's no brown stains, or so that the packs themselves were the most centered, the cleanest ones I thought I had, and so that's why I sent them on. Now, I don't like mysteries, so I always look and see what my grades are before I get packages, before I get the submissions back. And so I kind of know what's coming in this next box, and so I want to share that with you. And I'll share with you the story of what happened with this pack, as I was a little bit upset about it. Now, the value of Original Series 3 Garbage Pail Kids wax packs is not tremendously high, of course, and so, you know, not that huge of a deal, but still very annoying. And being such a fanboy of PSA, I was a little upset, I'm not gonna lie. So another 8, and so here's my, you know, I had a couple, so a lot of 8s came back from this submission, but I did get a 9, and so I want to show that to you as well. So that's an 8. So these are all 8 so far, and then check this thing out. Look at this. This is hilarious. So I got a PSA 4. And you can see here there's a hole in the pack there. The pack looks super worn. I mean, looks like it's been stepped on, sat on, super beat up. You can see how beat up that looks. Holes on the corners here. And I just had no idea how this is possible. Okay, so I'm pretty meticulous. I sent in my best packs possible, and I have no idea how this one got a PSA 4, because I have no idea how this one is so banged up versus my other packs in the submission that have gotten PSA 8s, and I did get a PSA 9. So I was really kind of ticked off when I was recording this. So that's why I'm sort of narrating over this one just to sort of like talk to you about it. I just couldn't get over it, and also when we flip it over to the back, I'll kind of show you how dramatic the damage is to this pack. So look at this. So the back looks really worn, and there's a huge hole here on the back. Look at this huge tear in the pack here. It's really quite disturbing. Now, I know I would never ever send a pack in for grading that looked like this, so something had to have happened to the pack. Now, did it happen during transit? I'll show you how I pack up you know, these types of wax packs for submission. I mean, I suppose it's possible, but it just, you know, seems very unlikely. Seems more likely that it was damaged there at PSA. Now, check this out. This is the only PSA 9 that I got out of the submission. Like I said, the rest were PSA 8s. Here's a PSA 9. And you can see the PSA 9 is looking really centered. Look, not a lot of folds or creases on the front. And on the back, again, looks really nice. The fold on the pack looks really nice. There's no stains. There's, you know, looks really good. So that's what a PSA 9 looks like. And again, this can just be informative for anyone that is interested in packs. So that's what 8s look like. Here's what a 9 looks like. And of course, this is what a PSA, you know, this pack, you know, here is what a PSA, you know, 4 looks like. And so having them side by side is kind of interesting. A PSA 9 and a PSA 4. Now, I was just super displeased with this PSA 4. You know, how could all of my other packs get 8s and 9 and this one get a 4? Well, this one's obviously damaged, and so I called PSA. I was a little kind of upset. They asked me to return the pack, and so I did do that. Okay, before I get into what actually happened, let me show you the PSA procedure. So you do print out this form. You indicate the service level of the pack. Now these are outdated figures now. You can see when I submitted it, and it took quite a while to get back. See the date there. I had 8 packs in the order, and you can see how cheap it was back then to submit a pack. It was only $16 per pack. And again, the 1972 to present, which is not really an option anymore. But yeah, 16 bucks a pack, not too shabby. Handling charge there, and so you can see what the line item looks like. You know, in the PSA system, 1986 Topps Garbage Pail Kids. So that's what the form looks like. So you fill out that form in like duplicate or triplicate, I believe, and you just send them all in the mail. And I'll show you how I actually do that with wax packs. And so this would apply, I suppose, to really any wax packs. But I wanted to show you how I did it for a subsequent submission, which is actually just got into research and ID, finally got into the PSA system. So these beauties are a huge stack of Garbage Pail Kids Original Series 2, and so kind of kicking it up a notch. I have a couple that have the 25-cent stamp, and I have some that have that do not have the 25-cent stamp. Now, basically what I've done here is, what I do here is I sort of examine the pack. Like, this pack looks really good to me, really nice. The corners, there's no holes in the corners. The back looks really clean, just a nice looking pack. You know, creases and stuff on the front are minimal. And so I examine the packs just like this and then make a decision of whether or not I want to submit this one. And this one does look pretty good, so I'll actually put it in its own little team bag. Each pack I put into its own team bag so that it can be protected from any scratches or dings just on the wax paper itself. So I put it in just like that, sort of center it, and with not too much pressure, but enough to seal it, and there you go. So that's what I'll do for all the packs that I want to submit. And of course, what I do first is sort of examine the packs. So don't worry, I'll speed through the bulk of this, but I just kind of want to show you what I'm thinking, looking at a pack, looking at the corners. You know, again, this one actually looks pretty good. I mean, you can see the back is looking pretty clean. I'll take my microfiber towel, and if there's schmutz back there, I'll actually wipe that off. And I do that now, usually with, you know, so there's a little schmutz right there. So I usually do that now with all my cards. You know, I'm pretty good at the wax card now, even with GPK, getting the wax removed. So I'm not too I'm not shy now with using the microfiber cloth on the Garbage Pail Kids. So this one's looking pretty good again. So I'll go ahead and put that into a little team bag, and I'll seal it up, and I'll continue to go through the rest of the packs in this manner and arrive on the ones that I think are worthy of grading. So there you go. So that's number 2, and I'll go ahead and speed through this and show you. I'll go through all of them, but I'll speed it up to save some time. But again, taking the microfiber cloth, deciding which ones look good. Now some of them don't look good. Some of them have holes in them, and or some tears, obvious tears. Now what I did was with those, I set those aside, and I did a rip of those, and I actually already posted that video. So if you go to my YouTube channel in Garbage Pail Kids playlist, you'll see I did recently a OS2 wax pack rip, and that was actually all the packs from this lot that had some holes in them, and I didn't think were the ones I wanted to grade. So I did open those ones up already. But for the rest of them, yeah, they got sent off to PSA. So just finishing up here with the packs that have the 25-cent stamp. Now a lot of these ones that I picked up from a good buddy didn't look so hot. As far as like, that one looked okay, but you see here there's a hole. Now that one probably wouldn't get a good grade, so I decided to rip that one and put that one aside. But all the ones that looked decent, I decided to, again, and really there's only a couple. All of these ones actually had some tears or some issues. I also just wanted to really, it's like trying to remove some of the wax schmutz on the back, and couldn't really do it for that one. Big crease on that one. So I have a nice pile that I open up later, and you can see that video. But these are all the ones I'm going to submit to PSA. So the next thing I do, and I don't know if this is the best way of doing it, but I start making a sandwich. So I take top loaders, actually some old top loaders that I've used before for other things, and I start making like a sandwich of wax pack, top loader, wax pack, top loader. I'll tell you why I do this, because you do have to ship these right to PSA. If you guys don't know already, I do have the ability to submit cards now, and that's a nice walk-in, walk-out service provided by my LCS. However, when I did my first submission, I did mail it in, and so this is how you do it if you mailed it in. You've got to protect them, so they're all in a sleeve, they're all in a team bag. I have all the top loaders in making like this sandwich. I take a rubber band, and I'll rubber band the side. I'll actually rubber band across the horizontally as well. And now you can see I have this sandwich of wax packs, and as you can see, the rubber bands hitting on the top loader, not on the pack itself. And so I do that to hopefully minimize any sort of damage to the pack. Then I bubble wrap this thing up a bunch of times and securely package it with even more bubble wrap inside of a box. And then you place your paperwork in there, and then you send it off to PSA. Now, like I mentioned before, it is now $50 to grade one pack. So you can tell PSA doesn't want you to send packs anymore, at least not right now. But at the time, that is what I got these in for. I think they had raised the price to like 20 bucks by the time I sent in those OS2 packs. And I did the OS3 packs, it was like the 16 bucks or something like that. So anyway, I wanted to share with you the end story here with that with the OS3 pack that got the PSA 4. I sent it into PSA. They asked me to, because they said, we don't know why it got such a bad grade. So I sent it in. I had to mail it back. They paid for the mailing. They provided me a shipping label, so I sent it back in. And then it got put into my account. And, the sort of bar that goes through and, research and ID and all that, had to go through that again. And I would say about, 3 or 4 weeks later, I got a phone call by a woman who I forgot her name, but she seemed like she might have been like a manager for PSA. And she basically just told me, sorry, not sorry. it could have gotten damaged in the shipping, or you could have sent that pack, which is ridiculous, right? Like, I would have never sent a pack with holes in it, right? I think it probably got dropped on the floor and somebody stepped on it. I mean, that's what it looked like to me. The woman explained to me that there's cameras all through PSA, and every item can be tracked digitally at any time as it goes through the process of grading. And I said, great, are you going to do that for this pack? And she said no. So basically, I don't know if that is true, if they can truly track every card, everything that comes through PSA. And we all know how backed up they are, right? Services have been suspended for most everything at this point. But, she offered to repay, send the pack back to me and give me the money that I put down as the declared value. And for these, it was only like $10. And I said, nah, don't worry about it. Like, I don't care. It's like not that big a deal. But it was kind of sad to think that, she's like, well, we could do it, but we're not going to do that for this. How to track and see exactly what happened with this wax pack. So I don't know. The customer care, I know they're overworked and stuff, but it was kind of a bummer. I didn't really like the tone of the woman that talked to me. She was just like, but it's pretty nice you got good grades for the other ones, right? I'm like, yeah, that is great, but this one clearly got damaged at your facility, and there's really no apology for that. It's just like it happens kind of thing. So submitter beware. PSA can kind of sting a little bit. I do talk about it all the time on the channel, how I send cards into PSA, and so this was kind of a bummer for me, I'll admit. But I have this one. I have it back now. They ultimately sent it back with the sort of sorry, not sorry apology, not really, and that's how it is. So, PSA, you never know what's going to happen when you get these cards back, and so really don't understand what happens at the process here. But that is my experience with it. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Hope this video didn't go too long, but yeah, that was my experience, my first experience with wax packs. When I get the OS2 packs back, I'll show them to you as well. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. As always, stay safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one.